Hey, good morning, ladies. Hopefully this is a good time. Maybe some of you guys can pop in. If not, it's recorded, right? Okay, so it has been just a crazy busy couple of days here for me, so I'm sorry I'm not giving you a heads up that I'm popping in to talk about VIP groups today. But VIP groups is one of my favorite subjects to talk about. So first of all, I want to kind of just start with sort of a little bit of an understanding of what a VIP group is, why you should have one, and if you don't, what you need to do to fix that. So that's where we're going to start. And then I'm going to kind of talk about what I do in my VIP groups and sort of what I don't do, and maybe give you some ideas. Hey, Nicole, good to see you. So first of all, a VIP group is essentially a Facebook group where it's sort of your landing base, your home base for your business, where you should have every single customer that has ever ordered from you. I know, easier said than done, right? So, hey Valencia. So when you first start your Jamberry business, your sponsor, team manager, whoever you are working with, should have kind of let you know that having a VIP group is sort of a first step in the right directions to building your business. When I coach my girls on my team, I have them, when they start, they create two things. One is an event for their launch. The second thing that I have them create is a group, because when we finish their launch in the event, I want them to get everybody from their event into their group so that they can continue to build relationships and support those that ordered, and maybe those who didn't order at the time but will in the future. So one of the main things when you have a party, one of your main pushes should be to get people from the party into your VIP group, okay? That is something that I really stress to my team, that the VIP group is like your bread and butter, okay? That is where you are going to grow friendships, relationships, customers, and even recruits. So it's essential that during your parties that you're doing something to help people to get into your VIP group. And I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about that too. So I don't want to keep you here forever because you'll just tune out. So we're going to move through these ideas kind of quickly. So the first thing is, I want you to look at your VIP group right now. If you don't have one, that needs to be your homework like yesterday, okay? So you need to get on Facebook, you need to create a private group where you will start working on getting all of your past and new customers into this group. So make sure that you have one of those. I talked to a girl recently that said she never had a VIP group. And so when you think about it, it's like, how are you keeping tabs with people that are ordering from you if you don't have somewhere to send them after the party? You could do personal messages, but you know what? We share designs and upcoming exciting things in our VIP groups, and so it is essential that you really focus a big part of your party at getting them in there. Give them entries into whatever your drawing is to join your VIP group. When you do your follow-up, check if they aren't your VIP group, get them into your VIP group. Make it fun, and I'm going to explain to you how you can make it fun. Okay, so first thing, are those in your VIP group, are they actual VIPs? That means, are they customers? Are they people that are excited and interested? If you have a VIP group full of crickets, those aren't VIPs, okay? So that means it's time for you to sort of go through and clean out the cobwebs in that group. You can go through and look at your member list. You can filter it by when they were added. Anybody that's been in there for a year or longer and you've never seen them comment, just remove them. I know, that's scary, right? Just remove them. You can also use that opportunity to send them a personal message and say, hey, Jessica, I noticed you are in my customer group, and I haven't seen you comment on anything. Are you seeing the posts? Are you interested in what Jamberry has to offer? Could I send you some samples? Or maybe you've tried Jamberry Wraps and you have some application questions. What can I do to help? Okay, so use that opportunity to reach out. Start with those that have been in there the longest. So I joined in 2014 with no sponsor help and no team manager help. I was totally on my own. I had no idea what I was doing. And I invited, if it was a female, I added her into my group. So my Facebook group, hey Adele, my Facebook group was like 400 people. I know, terrible, right? And a lot of them never participated, commented, whatever. So those were not true VIPs. I went through about a year and a half ago and just started cleaning house, getting rid of people that really didn't want to be there. Because when you have a really high percentage of people in a group not participating, that kind of tells Facebook that you're spammy or people aren't interested in what this group is. So the views are going to drop. So if you can get your numbers down and your percentage of participants up, that's going to make your group that much more valuable to Facebook, and they're going to say, oh, let's show more of these posts to people in her group. Okay, so do a little bit of house cleaning. That's going to be one of your homework assignments for today. Remove anybody that's not participated, or at least reach out to them and say, are you interested? Would you like to stay? And that opens up that door to be able to talk to them. Okay, so let's talk about making your VIP group fun. One thing I really want to preface is your VIP group cannot be the whole purpose or sole opportunity for making sales. Your main sales need to be in parties, okay? Need to be outside parties. If you do a Club 12, that's just the cream to your coffee, that's just what makes it better. So you really don't want to count on your VIP sales. The Club 12 is wonderful. We love that it gives us a boost in our sales, but don't not book parties because you have a Club 12 or because you have a VIP group, and so you're going to really hound them for orders. Make sure that your main push for your orders is going to be in parties, and then your VIP group is going to be the butter to your bread. Okay? I'm full of all funny little things today, I guess. And look, my coffee cup, it has my favorite goat on it, and it's almost full, and it's cold. So that's how my morning's going. I'm a little punchy maybe. Okay, so in your VIP group, you want it to be fun. You want it to be something out of the ordinary. Like, what are you doing in your VIP group that 500 other consultants aren't doing? Are you doing something that's going to make people want to stay with you? When their best friend has a Jamboree party and she gets invited to it, of course she's going to go because it's her best friend, right? But is she coming back to you? That's the question. If they're not coming back to you, then you're not building that relationship within your VIP group to make it fun, to make it last. I have VIPs that have been with me from nearly in my launch party to still ordering today, 3 years later. And they've been invited to other Jamboree parties. So what is it that you're doing that is making you excel above the other consultant in your city, or that their best friend, or whatever? So I'm going to tell you some of the things that I do. One thing is they know the product, so you don't really have to preach to them about what a nail wrap is. This is the place where you offer service, relationships, and fun. Okay, so are you teaching them how to improve their application? Are you teaching them how to remove that hidden cuticle so that they get a better application? Are you teaching them how to remove their jams without damaging their nails? These are all like non-salesy things that actually bring sales. So for example, I did a removal, and I show how I use a little cheap dollar store makeup brush to remove, and how I remove. You know how many bottles I sold of remover because people didn't have them? They saw it in action. I'm not saying, oh, come buy this. I'm like, oh my gosh, girls, I have to show you this new method that I'm using, and it's fabulous for removal. This is what I'm doing. Okay, so you don't have to be salesy because they already know. You're selling the product, right? Same thing, like have a gel class. If you have the Color Cure, have sneak peeks on how to do different things with Color Cure, how to apply it. You can do more things like teaching them how to use nail wraps in different ways. If you do different accents or mixing and matching, and just things that are more like advanced outside of just the basics. So make it fun. Have fun with the products, teaching them even things like that aren't going to bring you sales. For example, I use the little, let me grab one so I can show you. Oops. If I don't fall over. Okay, so this is what I use to store my wraps. Nothing fancy, right? This is from the dollar store. This is what my wraps are in. So I went on live and I said, I'm going to show you how I like to store my jams, because you guys are all jamaholics too. And I just showed my little dollar store album. I showed a 31 bag that I like to keep all my stuff in. And you know what? A bunch of them ran out to the dollar store and bought these little albums. Okay, did it benefit me to get them to go out to the Dollar Tree and buy this? Not really, but it was a service, right? So now they've got all their wraps taken care of, nice and organized, and they can, you know, say, oh, guess what? I have some sheets empty. I'm going to go and order some more, right? But it's about service. Your VIP group needs to be about service and fun. So another thing that you can do to make it fun is special giveaways. I like to create a banner. You can do them in WordSwag, you can do it in PicMonkey. Doesn't have to be super fancy, but I don't use the Jamberry Home Office banners in my VIP group because I want it to be unique. Kind of like Jen has taught you guys about learning about branding. So I will have a giveaway every month for something. Sometimes it'll be a product that I'm going to do a drawing for, and for every $15 they spend, they get an entry, or $45 or whatever. But it's something fun, and I don't always make it a Jamberry product. It can be a Starbucks gift card. It could be a bag. I do the 31 bag that I love so much for my stuff. Hey, Christy. So I will do unique things. I have Plunder. These aren't Plunder earrings, but my favorite earrings are from Plunder. And so I gave away earrings, my favorite things last month I did, where I gave away certain things throughout the month that were my favorite Jamberry product, my favorite earrings, my favorite 31 storage bag, just things like that that are fun, that keep people interested and excited. I did something a little bit different this month, and I'm going to show you. I ordered this wheel. Can you guys see this? It's kind of large. Let me move away from my desk here. It's actually standing on the floor. I ordered this for my events, and it's so they can, if they make a purchase or they book a party, they get to spin the wheel, right? Like Vanna White, right? Kind of exciting. And so I had shared that I had this wheel, and I thought, you know what, this could be really fun for the VIP group too. Like, what if you spend, $45, you get to have a spin on the wheel, and I'll do it live. So they are really excited about getting to spin the wheel this month to see what prize they have. And it's not anything big. The remover brush, Dollar Tree, guys. A buffer block. I have some little Jamberry knockoff bracelets. What else do we have? A half sheet of wraps, a full sheet of wraps. Some Nourish samples. Let's see, Jamberry tattoos. Like, I got all that stuff from my conference box last year. Just things that you have, laying around that don't cost a lot, but it's fun and exciting. And if I have to spend $1 at the Dollar Tree for a remover brush for a $45 sale or a $100 sale, I'll take it. And it's fun. So that is what VIP groups need to be. Think about what you can do to make it fun. If it's all sale, 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 they're going to get bored and they're going to feel like you're draining them dry. So it needs to be fun. Also, offering a mystery hostess party can be a lot of fun for those ladies especially that don't want to host a party. And I try to do those about quarterly. I'll do them a lot of times like during the Going, Going, Gone month. And you can do more than one hostess. So what I've done in the past is I let them have multiple levels. So like when we hit, $300, what I do is I look at the hostess reward sheet and I see how many half-offs there are, and I try and kind of divide it up equally so that they'll each get so many half-offs, and then, the products get split. So if you do, once you hit 150 or 100, then you draw for your first hostess from the ladies who have ordered so far. So the sooner that they order in the month, the better, because they're going to have their name in the drawing more times. So you get one hostess at 100 or 150, whatever you set up, and then say you have another hostess at 350. They'll split those rewards, and if you look at the comp plan, or the hostess plan, you can kind of see how it could easily be split. So they're each getting a sheet and a half off or whatever. So break it up like that. Go all the way up to $1,000 party, and then explain to them that the sooner that they get into the mystery hostess party with their order, the more chances their name's going to be in the hat. If they order at the end of the month and we have another hostess drawing, then they only get one chance at possibly having their name drawn. Does that make sense? So doing things like that is fun. Also, the Manny of the month that I talked about in my last video, where you share their nails. They love to do that because they're proud of their nails. And then also the one where they can hold different items and get entries for things. And I'm going to share the picture for that after I'm done for the fall one. So you might want to use that as a fun activity in your hostess group or in your VIP group for them for the fall. But really, what does it boil down to? It boils down to relationships. You know, if you have girls in your VIP group that are ordering from you on a regular basis, you need to be their friend on Facebook, meaning you need to be commenting on what they comment. When it's their birthday, you're sending them a happy birthday message or a little card in the mail. You need to treat them like a true VIP. How would you like to be treated? I've gone to a lot of direct sales parties, and honestly, I don't stay with a consultant unless I feel like I've gotten good service. So I hold my consultants at the bar that I try and be to my customers, and a lot of them fall short. And so, you know, what is it that you're doing that's making you different? Are you building those relationships with your VIPs? Even if they haven't purchased in, 3 or 4 months, when you see a post from Facebook and you don't comment or like or something, you're losing the opportunity to build an actual VIP relationship with them. So real quick, a couple other things that you can do, and I'm going to share some images with this. There is one of your homework assignments. You're going to have two things. One is going to be to go through and clean up your VIPs or create your VIP group if you don't have one. And then the second thing is I want you to create a loyalty program if you don't have one already. And if you do have a loyalty program, I want you to kind of go through, clean it up a little bit if you need to, maybe look at this other option that I'm going to tell you about. There is a program, there's an app. It's called Loopy Loyalty. I love it. I found it a couple of months ago, and it took me a little bit to figure it out how to use it. But now that I have figured it out, I created sort of a how-to YouTube video on how to set it up, and I'm going to post it when I'm done. But you don't need to send the app to your customers, but you need to download the app. And basically what it is I guess my phone's up here. I was going to show you it on my phone. It's a QR scanner. So the QR is that little square box that's got all those like little funny patterns in it. And you scan these codes with your phone, and then you choose how many punches. So it's like if you were to go into the coffee shop, and you have your QR thing on your phone, they scan it, and then it gives you, punches for being a loyal customer of their coffee shop. This is the same thing. So it keeps it all for you saved on these loyalty cards. All you have to do is scan the code. So I have them create their card, and in my little YouTube video it's going to show you how to do that. When they make an order, I scan it, and it sends them a notification, and they can check their card anytime they want and see. So they have to get 12 punches, and they get a free sheet of wraps. I also have a Style Box card because I want them to keep coming back and getting their Style Box because I want those repeat sales. So when they fill their Style Box card, they get a free $25 gift card. Valencia, the customer does have to create their card. All they have to do is go to a link. When you create the card itself in the program, you get a link. You send that link to your customer. All they have to do is type in their name and their email address and then click it. It will send it to their email. They can add it to their wallet. So like if you have an iPhone, you just slide up from the bottom and you're going to see your Loopy Loyalty card right there. And then I have them send me a screenshot, and I just save that in a file. So anytime they order, I can just pull up my file. They don't have to send me their QR code every time, and I just scan it. When they get their card full, they get a notification that says you've earned a free wrap. So it's really cool. My VIPs are loving it. And you can go in and create it for them as well. So I have a couple ladies that are a little bit older, and they had a little bit of trouble figuring out how to do the screenshot part. So what I did was I just went in, they gave me their email address, I made it for them, took my own screenshot, sent them their picture of their card so they saw what it looked like, and then they had their card that they could click on it as well. So they can message me anytime if they don't know how to access it and say, how many punches do I have? I go into my file, scan their QR, and then it pops up and shows me how many punches they have. So it's fabulous. It's really great. So I'll share, that's all in the video, and I'll share some images as well too. So if you don't want to do a QR option like that, you can do punch cards. I don't think I have any sitting right here that I could show you, but when I originally started, I just made like paper ones. I put them on postcards at Christmas time, and I gave everybody like 2 punches or whatever to start. I sent that as like a Merry Christmas type situation, and then they could, punch their own card. And I did it totally loyalty system at that point. I kind of knew, who had ordered quite enough to be able to get a free sheet. You can also do a digital card, which I'll share an image of that as well. That takes a little bit more time, in my opinion, and I did it for a while until I found Loopy, and then I'm like, ooh, this is so much better. But if you don't want to do the Loopy loyalty or the actual punch cards, this is an option. You have to go in and edit it and add their punches and, post the pictures and all that. So that it is time taking for sure. But it is something that people love to see where they are and how many punches they can get. Or, how many more punches that they need. I'll have sometimes customers will message me and say, how many punches does my card have right now? I'm getting ready to place an order. If I need to do more, to go ahead and fill it up. And they'll order more because they want to get their card filled up. Okay, so another thing you can do is sending these VIPs Happy Mail. If you do bulk orders, which I would highly recommend, I use Square. My VIPs love to be able to just message me and say, hey, whatever that design was that you just shared, can you put that in a bulk order for me? Sure, no problem. Send them an email or send them a Square invoice. That is one of my biggest tips I can give you, is to start offering to invoice people, especially your VIPs. They want quick and easy. They don't want to have to log in to their account. They don't want to deal with it, and I can receive their order for them and put it, one stamp pretty much, unless they do a buy 3 get 1. And I do that for, wraps only in a bulk order. Now, they can order other things too, and I'll, message them or I'll invoice them with their shipping total too. So a lot of times they'll do that. Like I've got pre-orders for Color Cure because people don't want to go in and order it. They're just like, I want this color in the light. Order it for me. And I'll log in for them on the first and order it. Sarah, Square is a program for invoicing. If you have PayPal, you can also invoice through PayPal, but I like Square because when you initially sign up, if you talk to your team manager, those of you in my team, I'll be happy to give you my link for the referral, and then probably your team manager can probably also give you yours, but if they don't, let me know and I'll give you mine. But it's just a website that you go on, and you get $1,000 of free charges, meaning you're not going to pay anything for that first $1,000 worth of invoicing, and then if you share your referral link, you can actually keep adding on to be able to have more credits for those charges. They also have the Square Reader, which is like the card thing. If you do events, you can put an app on your phone so that you can take payments at events and parties and things like that as well. So there's no cost to sign up. They'll send you a reader for free. And I really love it. It's something that my VIPs they love to be able just to shoot me a message and say, hey, order that for me. Super, super easy for them. And then, so in Happy Mail, when you do the bulk orders, you can send them a little, extra half sheet, thanks so much for being a great customer, or some, we get these things here for I think it's the Jam Squad, where you get the little, this one's the Luster Pack. So when we get things like that are little fun extra things, you can take off one of those sheets and stick it in there for your VIPs, and just to give them a little Happy Mail. You can send them little extras here and there, just even a little note thanking them for being a customer. I use a couple different things. Let me show you, and then we're going to tie it up here. I have this little postcard. I just made it in Vistaprint. It's just a thank you card. So, you don't have to do it with every order by any means, but maybe they placed a big order, or they placed an order and it's been a little while. It just says, you're a Jamberry VIP. Thank you so much for supporting my small business with your order. It is wonderful customers like you that have helped me build my business, and you are appreciated. We're making the world a beautiful place, one nail at a time. And then I can just write, their address on here, and then, just sign it or whatever. Just these little personal touches make a big difference. I also have this postcard that I also just made on Vistaprint. It just says join my exclusive customer group, and it just talks about like what's available: loyalty cards, monthly giveaways, free shipping days, sneak peeks, tips and tricks, tons of fun. And then I have my link, which I actually just put into a bit.ly link. If you don't know what that is, you can take your Facebook link, go to bit.ly, and then you can put that link into a bit.ly link, and it just makes it shorter. So like mine actually is just, it says Christina VIP, which is my hashtag if you remember. And it just makes it a little bit easier for them to find it versus, you know, having to type the whole Facebook address out. And I will mail this with any new customer orders. I do a lot of NAS fundraisers, and so a lot of times people will order an NAS and I have no contact with them besides snail mail. And so that's where they get one of these, and I get a lot of VIPs because of this card. When you do events, you can just pass these out and get them to join your VIP group. So again, it's super, super, super important to get people into your VIP group from parties. That needs to be like your number 2. Number 1, make sales. Number 2, get them in your VIP group. Number 3, book them parties. And it starts with this VIP group. If you can't book a party in that party, but you can get them into your VIP group, that gives you another opportunity to be able to get them to book a party or to join your team or to make a sale. So get them into your VIP group. All right, ladies, so your homework for today is clean up or create your VIP group. Number 2 is start a loyalty program. I will post the Loopy Loyalty information, and that way you can check that out, and I swear it is so easy. You'll love it. And I'll also post some pictures of my other digital card that I did, and the other cards you can create something in Vistaprint. There's lots on Etsy. If you go on there that are pre-made, you just send the Etsy designer your email address, and then you can just print them from home. And that's what I started with. So this one here, Valencia, I can actually share the Vistaprint link, so you can just take it and just replace your information on the bottom. So yeah, I will get that from Vistaprint too. So give me a few minutes, and I'll post the YouTube video for Loopy Loyalty. I'll post the card here, and then I'll also post that VIP fall Manny activity thing that you can do. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas. I love my VIPs. They've become not just customers, but really great friends, and that's what you want them to become. So if you have crickets going on, it's time to go do some cleanup, and it's time to work on getting some new fresh blood into that VIP group. All right, ladies, have a great day.